you go.
I ever tell you the story about Mr. Marlboro Man? I'm going to tell you. But first I got to get him ready. I'm going to do a little rip in here, a little rip in there. Kind of basically got to gut him out. Just like this. Get rid of his shoulder pads. Get rid of his little feet. Then we go just like this. This is Mr. Marlboro Man. He's been a hermit all his life. Doc's always been telling him, you got to get out and do something with your life. So finally one day, he's got a bar down around the corner from where he lives. So he gets down on his fingertips and he crawls to the bar and props himself up at the bar and orders a drink. Well, he notices he can't reach the drink to his mouth to drink it. So he says, you know, the doc's been telling me to go out and have a drink. So he drops down and he goes to his doc's office and he crawls off there. He says, listen, doc, I finally went out to get a drink and do something with my life. He says, but I can't reach the drink to my mouth. He says, can you help me out? He says, well, sure. He says, we'll make a few cuts here and a few cuts there. He says, we'll give you some arms you can drink with. So he drops down and he back off to the bar he goes. And he's sitting there having a bunch of drinks and stuff. Well, this lady comes up and asks if he wants to dance. He says, well, it's a slow song. So he says, why not? I'll wrap my arms around her, let her drag me around on the floor. So that's what he does. So he's dragging around the floor, dancing with this lady for the slow song. Well, the slow song ends and she backs off and starts boogieing to the fast song. He falls on his face. Well, he's just like, well, I can't let this happen. So he's back off to the doc and he says, hey, doc, he gave me arms to drink with. He says, this lady wants to dance the night away. Can you help me out? He says, well, sure. We make a few cuts here and a few cuts there. He says, we'll give you some legs. Well, he boogies back, and he's dancing the night away, drinking away with this lady and stuff. He excuses himself because he's getting a little hot and bothered and stuff, so he runs back to the bathroom and he throws on a pair of shorts. And he comes back out and he's dancing the whole night away. Well, the end of the night comes and he ends up taking this girl home with him. Well, they end up in bed and he jumps on top of her and nothing's happening. So he says, boy, I can't end the night like this. So he runs back to the doc's office. He says, listen, doc, you gave me arms to drink with, legs, dance the night away with this lady. He says, now I got her home and I can't do my manly thing. He says, can you help me out? Doc says, yeah. He says, you just go back there and tell her to pull on your leg. So she runs back and he says, listen, if we're going to do anything, he says, all you got to do is pull on my leg. So she yanks on his leg and he's ready to go. And that's the story of Mr. Marlboro Man.